My mom realized very quickly, honestly, that she did need some sort of assistance with like some sort of estate planning. So I had no expertise in this, but my mom called a local law firm. She looked up the phone book and said, I found a senior care law firm that's down the street. I'm going to give them a call. And so she did. And it turned out we used them, but she did include me in that, which was super helpful because it got very technical very quickly. But she did manage to find them. And it was a statewide firm that specializes in senior care.
So that's helpful, first of all, that she initiated that
Yeah.
conversation. So then give us an idea of what all did they help with? If you were to contact somebody like that, what do they offer?
So the goods and the bads of it, I would say, having done the kind of law I did, they don't really hold your hand, right? It's very much like tax or things like that. They do it. They do it a lot. They know exactly how to do it. They know who's in what office and who's going to get a letter and who needs to issue an opinion and what the period of time is that you have to wait while they look through your finances and make sure that everything you're saying is legitimate. They knew all the ins and outs. I never had any fear that their expertise, but they also do this with a lot of people at the same time. If I have questions, I will ask them and I will expect an answer, but it's going to be quick because there's just, I would say it's just a lot of process. And the main thing is my mom had two choices. She could pay off her home and we could choose a lane to pay off the home, put it in trust. And that was an appropriate use of her assets in the situation. They allowed her to say, okay, you've got two competing problems right now. You're getting older, you don't have a house that's paid off, and you also have a person who needs a lot of care. If you choose to use your assets to pay off the house, then there's these things you can access to help you pay for the care because we know you still need somewhere to live. And so at that time, and I don't know how often these regulations change, but at that time, that was an appropriate road to take. But what my mom had to do, and I will tell you the one thing she really struggled with, she had to use those assets to pay off the house right then. And she's a saver and she was a, nest egg person, has been her whole life. And she felt like she was blowing the nest egg all in that moment. There was this strange push pull of her wanting to have her savings, even though her house was not paid off. And so we really struggled with that.